Inside Gaming is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Your data is your business. Protected at expressvpn.com/inside.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily. For Thursday, it's time to talk about streaming, and it's when you want to watch a video game, not play one.
Convenient. Now, this seems strange to me.
You're asking why you would want to do that. Imagine, if you would, a world where you could spend hours upon hours watching somebody doing it.
Why would I do that?
I'm not finished. You still can pay for it if you want.
You pay them to watch them play video games.
You can pay them so you don't have to play the games, you don't have to buy the games. Instead, you watch somebody else do it. And what's better is, a lot of the time they're screaming, and if you wait around long enough, they may say the N-word.
Okay.
It seems like a complete package. I don't understand the issue here.
I guess I'm sold.
For the heated gaming moments in your life.
Well, anyways, speaking of all of the heated gaming moments in our life, the streaming landscape has gone through a lot of changes since last year. About 9 months ago, the biggest streamer in the world shocked everybody when he announced that he was leaving Twitch.
Of course, we're talking about Ninja, who announced back in August that he was leaving for a much smaller platform, Mixer, which is backed by Microsoft.
And it's got that stamp of approval. But Ninja wasn't the last to jump ship. He was later joined by Michael Grzesiek, aka Shroud, and Corey Michael, aka King Gothalion. And then all of a sudden there was a rush to lock down big name streaming talent.
Yeah, Jack Courage Dunlop left Twitch for YouTube gaming. Jeremy Disguised Toast Wang defected to Facebook gaming, and recently
Bad
YouTube.
move.
Yeah, not in.
Don't go to Facebook gaming. I don't care what they offer you. Bad
Some strange things are happening over there, which we'll get to.
Yeah, well, and even more recently, YouTube announced that they'd signed the biggest fish of all, PewDiePie, to announce an exclusive live streaming deal with them.
He's been on YouTube for like 15 years. I don't think he's going anywhere.
But now he's locked in legally to stay there. It's like a prenuptial agreement. Like, yes, before the eyes of God, you're going to be with each other through sickness and health, through thickness and health too. But like
thickness and health.
And health, yeah. But like,
please,
this is in the eyes of the law that you will be here regardless. And if you're not, taking half the house.
You know, it's nice to see them put their differences aside after they took away his YouTube original show. After all that.
Yeah.
They got
Very
into.
true.
But it was Ninja who seemed to start this tidal wave, and while we don't know how much money Microsoft presumably threw at him to jump ship, it's fair to assume that they signed one of the biggest names in streaming because they wanted to grow Mixer as a platform.
So how's that going? Well, now we have some data that shows, it did not work at all. The folks at Windows Central found a report from Streamlabs that had some really bad news for Mixer. It showed that while the rest of the live streaming industry has exploded over the last year, Mixer has not. So yeah, that's despite hiring Ninja. It has barely grown at all.
Yeah, well, so let's first look at live streaming as a whole. Streamlabs looked at stats from April of 2020 and compared them to the same month from a year ago. And this probably won't surprise you, but with everyone in quarantine and staying at home, lots of people are watching streamers these days. Yeah, as a whole, people watched almost 4 billion hours across all platforms last month. That's almost a 100% increase from this time of last year, 2019.
Good God, that's insane.
It is insane, Patrick. It's an insane amount of growth, especially when the economy everywhere else is in big trouble. Big trouble. Streamlabs wrote, the live streaming industry has proven to be one of the bright lights during these dark times based on its milestone-setting viewership numbers. See those lights out there? Like that of a strange ocean liner? That's live streaming.
I guess it just feels like you're hanging out with people.
Father, what's that dark, shadowy area on the horizon?
Oh, my son, that's the film industry. We don't do that.
Gun.
The Polar Express. Yeah, it does feel like hanging out to a point, though. Like the huge streamers, the chat is just like...
That's how you start making that money. Is you start paying. You start paying for your comments to be seen.
Oh, for the comments to be read and stuff.
Yeah. You do like the 9 months
feels
thing
good
to get your message highlighted so that the streamer can go. Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, that is a good point.
And just about every platform is growing. Twitch is still the biggest player by far, with almost 1.5 billion hours watched last month. Compared to last year, it grew almost 100%. YouTube gaming grew 65%. Even Facebook gaming grew almost 240%. Facebook gaming, that thing no one watches.
My immediate guess is that's in other countries, because that's what Facebook's been doing since they started in the US, and then everybody in the US basically by now, except for one generation, has been like, actually, we're not into it anymore. So they've taken it to like Russia or India, because it's so many people use smartphones for everything. Some streaming platforms have mobile-only plans that they have rolled out in India. So maybe those people are watching Facebook gaming. And that brings us to Mixer.
Who's also doing very well, right?
Well, it's funny you should say that its numbers were actually really bad.
Oh.
It's actually the opposite of what you just said. It had about 37 million hours watched for the month of April, which is, I think, more than any of us will see in our own lives, right?
Yeah.
I haven't done the math, but it seems like a lot of hours. But here's the really bad stat. Zach, you have the stats that I left at your doorstep?
Let me...
Covered in hand sanitizer.
Yes, while everyone was experiencing double and triple digit growth, Mixer grew, is it a typo? 0.2%? Not 2%, 0.2%, despite having arguably the biggest streamer in the game. As Jez Corden at Windows Central wrote, without the pandemic, it's not hard to envision that Mixer would have shrunk during this period instead, suggesting to me that the platform has a serious issue retaining users.
0.2%?
0.2.
When somebody leaves a platform and goes to another one, especially if it's one where you have to make a new account, all that stuff, like 90% of the people, it just won't do it anymore. Like you realize so quickly, I don't really care. I don't care enough about this to like download a new app.
Oh, I don't care enough about the streamers to even log in on another website. Yeah, it's just if like Chrome has my Twitch saved, and if I have to go to Mixer and put in my email and password again, I don't care if I've been watching you for years. And it's not worth it.
Yeah, Ninja's good at video games, but there are a billion other streamers with the exact same personality.
there's a billion other streamers that are, well, Ninja's
also good at video games.
Yeah, Shroud makes sense to me. He's a very talented at every game he plays, and he's not annoying to watch. Yeah,
so he's also like a chill dude.
Besides, Inside Gaming's out there. You can watch us. We have an exclusive deal with God to bring you the best content. So why is Mixer doing so badly? Well, while it made headlines for signing big name talent, it was always behind YouTube and Twitch and Facebook when it comes to overall audiences. We're waiting to see how it combats with Quibi. To try and combat that, Microsoft has integrated Mixer into the Xbox One operating system, as anyone who owns an Xbox can tell you.
That's still no match for the massive numbers of people who log into Facebook or YouTube or Twitch every day. Plus, as we saw when Microsoft threw money at Ninja, everyone else raced to lock down their own stars too.
I was just gonna say it'd be funny if one missed the memo and locked down not a streamer. Like Facebook Gaming is happy to announce we have signed an exclusive deal with Woody Harrelson. Yeah, I got this contract and I don't really know what I'm supposed to do here, but I'm very happy
they paid me $25 million.
Do you know how crazy you sound? Meanwhile, what does all this mean for Ninja? Well, first of all, don't worry. He's still got more money than all of us put together. All three of us put together. And that's quite a hefty sum.
That's saying something.
But it's a fact that his audience on Mixer is far smaller than it was on Twitch. He's got about 3 million subs currently on Mixer, but that's nothing compared to his Twitch audience, where at one point he had 15 million followers.
Followers?
That's a lot.
That's different than subs.
That is different than subs. Yeah, 3 million subs might be worth more than 15 million followers by some back of the envelope math.
Well, with the amount that Mixer offered him, I'm sure it's worth more.
But it's a bigger number on Twitch, so they're yeah, exactly.
12 is all you need to be important
to make a living at it. At this point, it could be argued that while Ninja has definitely gotten paid to jump to Mixer, he might have damaged his long-term popularity by doing so. I don't like him.
Well, but at least he takes gaming seriously.
I hate when people say it's just a game. You know, people out there just around.
What are you doing? Yeah. It's not just a game, it's life.
What does he say? It's a weak mindset?
It's a weak mindset. It's just,
it's
just a game. Well, the point is if you're not breaking a sweat while you're gaming, then you're doing it wrong.
Exactly. You're a loser.
Okay, so where does this leave Mixer? Well, at this point, some are wondering if Mixer can even survive, because as Windows Central noted, Microsoft isn't one to stick to a failing project for too long. Just ask the Windows Phone. Or the Zune.
Ooh. Could we call Mixer the Zune of streaming services at this point?
Yeah.
Technologically sound.
For sure.
Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah, it works really well. It's just not very popular. Streamlabs, though, seem to think that Ninja is still a ray of hope for Mixer, writing, while Mixer had the least amount of growth, Microsoft still has a potential ace in its pocket depending on how they marry Ninja with Xbox Series X and Halo Infinite. Ace in its pocket is what threw me off there. It's an ace in your aces are in the hole. It's not in your pocket. Yeah. The pocket the hole is your pocket.
Why would you? Yeah, like we said, other people can play that game too, and there's been no indication that Ninja has some special magic that can grow a platform just by his presence alone. He is a star, there's no doubt about that. Just getting 3 million followers on what is basically a dead platform like Mixer is proof of that, but his presence alone did not convince people to stick around and see what else Mixer had to offer.
Health insurance.
I guess because his audience is 10 and their parents didn't want to unblock another site for them. Could that be it?
And despite losing its biggest streamer in Ninja, Twitch is still on top, baby.
God damn it, I already made you an account on the internet. You only get one. You don't need 2 accounts to watch the Ninja Man.
Why don't you go watch that doctor you like so much?
The physician.
The physician.
Disrespects
Professor Disrespect. Who's that nice donkey boy you like so much?
That's another side?
What's an achievement hunter?
Yeah, meanwhile, like we said, live streaming is seeing a huge surge, thanks in no small part to this whole pandemic thing. And yeah, these growth numbers, seriously, they're insane. When you see Facebook gaming grow by more than 200%, you know you're in a once-in-a-lifetime event.
But even now, Mixer can't seem to capitalize on a period in time when everyone is rushing to watch streamers. That means you've got a product that nobody wants, or at least that there are a lot of better alternatives.
It's not hard to imagine that Microsoft takes a look at Mixer, realizes they took a shot by hiring Ninja, but that it is just not gonna happen.
Hey, since we're talking about streaming, we actually stream to roosterteeth.com most days of the week. Here's our handy dandy schedule for this week, and we post an updated one to our Twitter every Monday. You can find the link in the description below. We do a bunch of fun stuff and have some pretty sweet guests, like Elise Willems, who gave us some comedic masterclass training. So check that out if you don't have time to catch us live. We put out an edited stream exclusively on roosterteeth.com every Sunday morning.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Tuesday.
It's Twitch Oh, no, it's Mix Tuesday. We're getting down with the Mixer.
Ninja made headlines a few months ago when he announced that he was leaving Twitch, the platform that helped make him famous, for Mixer, a much smaller streaming platform backed by Microsoft.
Yeah, it was a massive defection that made headlines even in the mainstream press.